Okay, it's 5:30. I'm going to call the February 5th, 2026 Shoreline Fire Department RFA meeting, Board of Commissioner meeting to order. Could you please stand for the pledge? I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I feel like I'm pledging to Rick's shirt.
Sorry.
Tell people in the back. Okay, Commissioner Willem and Commissioner Nye have got an excused absence tonight. Any public comment? I don't see any there, and our public isn't here tonight. Consideration of the agenda, Chief.
Yes, I have an item. I'd like to add a Lion Total Care Service contract to new business.
Okay. Does anybody else have anything? Hearing none, moving on. Approval of the past minutes for January 26, 2026. Is there any corrections, comments?
Good me.
Okay. There's the verbiage. If there are no corrections or comments, minutes are approved as distributed. Warrants, motion to approve.
I'll move to accept disbursements in the amount of $4,288,995.27.
The motion by Commissioner Hevlin. Second by Commissioner Sullivan. Any corrections, comments? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Passes unanimously. Anything for Commissioner report group? Nope. Okay, cool. No financials. Let's do move down to RFA activity reports. Let's start with Chief Callens.
Chief Worms gets to answer all the questions.
He does.
Ready.
I have 20 of them marked here.
There might be a lag as I texted.
Chief, I'd just request an update on the nature of the relationship with Bothell and how those discussions are going, and if there's been any change since the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, I don't think there's nothing notable that I'm aware of. I do know that the chief has an upcoming meeting with the city manager, whether that's next week or the week after that.
You said it was next week.
Okay.
You didn't say when.
Okay. And I know that it's specifically to discuss the RFA, so we should have some level of clarity.
And what are the 14 questions?
Yeah. I don't. Yeah.
Could you speak a little louder?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep, sorry about that.
Or we're gonna put you up front. Chief Cowan did go over the questions with me.
They just kind of get a sense of what they are.
It was, actually it was at last month, and I really don't remember. I do remember having a conversation with him though. And I had that same conversation with him tonight. I asked him not to put a number to the city council as far as, the number that will be on the board. I said, that is a board decision. That's a board decision, Chief. It's a board decision. So he called tonight and talked about it one more time, and I said, it's a board decision. He would relay that and only that to the Bothell City Council. If they ask how many people will be on the board, this will be a board decision and determined at this time. So I thought that was only fair. He threw out a number and I said, Chief, I can't do that. It's a group decision. Don't give Bothell a number. That's not right.
That makes sense, but I wonder at some point maybe we should have that potential future governance model as an agenda item.
I think after we see what direction Bothel's gonna go, that would probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Be something for us to sit down and really hash out.
Yeah.
Right now, we don't know what Bothel's gonna do yet, so.
I wonder if just, my only thing is, I wonder if, I don't know what he's presented in terms of options for governance models, if that would affect their thinking or their planning process or anything. But, just trying to think, how soon do we need to sit down and discuss this as a topic?
I'm kind of along those lines. That feels like the governance model will be an important topic to kind of parse out before they make their final decision. They're going to want to know what that looks like, right? They want to make a decision, yes or no, and then start to discuss what the governance model looks like.
And they may already have in their mind that they want to just keep the contract. So let's see where this is kind of gonna go in the next month or so before anything is finalized. And
Maybe next meeting or next month, we could add this as an agenda item to
oh,
just
please don't,
discuss.
because we only have one meeting next month.
Well, I'm just thinking timeframes. I don't know how fast stuff is moving or how soon we want to have it.
Maybe if it comes down to it, we will have a special meeting
Mhm.
to discuss just that.
Yeah, I just want to make sure we don't forget about it.
Oh, no, oh, no.
And we need to invite the players in Bothell to that meeting. Like, they need to be involved in the discussion about what that could potentially look like.
It is our decision.
It is, but it probably would be good to give them a voice, if they have looked at any different governance models, if they say, oh, hey, we know it's your decision, but our preference would be X or something. I don't know. It would just be,
We could.
yeah, it'd be nice to give some input.
Okay. All right, well, let's see what happens next week and we can go from there.
Sounds good.
That's okay.
Yep.
All right. All right, have we mulled over Chief Cowan's report?
I think so.
Next is Chief Hookstein's.
And he's on there.
He is. Hi, Chief.
Good evening.
Kudos on the generator project.
Yeah, thank you. It's been a team effort and we're getting close to wrapping everything up. So it's great.
Hey,
HVAC also.
Oh yeah, and the HVAC.
And the HVAC, yeah, generator, we had the startup test yesterday. Cummins was out there with their representatives and worked through a couple glitches. They found one wire on the automatic transfer switch that was not connected, and we thought we had an issue, and they got that back running, and boom, we're in business 100%. So basically, there's just a little cleanup and finishing up a few little details there. So that's good. HVAC project is going great as well. We ran into one snag where the manufacturer had designed the wrong size refrigerant piping in part of the system. Fortunately, it was caught, and they're changing out the size of the refrigerant piping in some of the ceiling area, but which is going to delay it just a few days. But we had some room in the schedule for that, and we're still on track to finish at the end of February. So feeling optimistic and good about that as well.
Excellent. And then I see you got some new staff working for you too.
Yes, this is a big week for support services. We brought on our new facilities manager and a new facilities tech. Our facilities division went from 1 to 3 people, and this first week has been great. Both of these new employees, I think, will fit in extremely well. Really, really excited to be working with them. They're excited to be here. They're both Shoreline local residents, and care about the community a lot, and are excited to pour a lot into facilities. And we had the opportunity to go visit all the stations and meet crews, and they're getting started on a few things, but it's going to be a process to kind of get them up to speed and hand off a lot of things, but really excited about the year ahead.
Is there anything else for Chief Hochstein? Chief Hochstein, before you got on, we were discussing the pancake breakfast. Is there a date set for that this year?
Yeah, that came up at one of our meetings today as well. I do not have that off the top of my head. I will have to follow up with our PEO Piddick about that, and we'll get that date out here soon, because that's come up a few times today. I'm out of office today, so but I will follow up and see if we can get an answer on that soon to send out to the whole department.
Okay, great. We will, there's 6 of us that will be in Lake Chelan that weekend, the first weekend in June.
Yeah, we've run into that overlap before, unfortunately. Yeah, so I'll let me talk to Michelle, and we'll see where that is on the schedule, and hopefully it's not a conflict, but it might be, but we'll see what we got.
Well, we can only do what we can do.
Yep.
Okay,
Matt?
thank you.
I have a question. Tell me about this new landscape trailer. What's that all about?
Yeah, so we, with the new facilities staff that we have in place, one of the responsibilities that we're giving the new facilities technician is to provide our landscape service for us internally. We ended the contract with our external landscape company at the end of 2025. So as a result of us taking that workload internal with our new facilities division, which I'm excited about, I think we can raise the bar on what our exterior of all our buildings look like with landscaping and pressure washing and painting. And, my goal is to make our stations look like they're ready for a magazine photo shoot. I think our community deserves to see the pride that we're putting into that. And those are the conversations I've been having with our team. So the trailer itself is just a need for loading up landscape equipment so that person can move from station to station and with mowers and pressure washers and blowers and trimmers and keep that equipment secure.
I like it. I didn't know that had happened.
Yep. That was part of the justification for bringing on that new tech.
Yeah. I strongly support that.
I'm sorry?
He said he supports it.
Oh, very good. Thank you. Yep. No, keep an eye out. We'll see if we'll get things looking sharp around all the stations. It'll probably take some time, but that's what we're working towards.
Awesome. Thank you. Anything else for Chief Hochstein?
No.
If not, let's move on to Chief Orns.
Chief Arms,
Yes, sir.
what is 20-year apparatus discussion part 3?
We have been meeting Chief Hochstein, myself, Chief Cowan, Patrick, to go over our life cycle replacement plan for all of our units. And it's been taking us several meetings.
Considering it lengthening it, or
We're adjusting in both directions.
Mhm.
So as an example, we recently shortened our medic unit replacement time from 8 re-chassis time from 8 to 6 years. Same with the 8 cars. So we're making adjustments kind of across the board.
6 and 6, like 6 front and 6 reserve.
What's a Tyler upgrade radio watch?
Yes, so our CAD dispatching program had an upgrade last week. They start those at 3 in the morning. So that's when the calls are lower. We just had to stay up and make sure we didn't miss it.
Okay.
And we didn't.
Awesome. Anything else for Chief Orns? Okay, if not, let's move on to old business, climate action committee. Eric?
Yeah,
there's your
so-
department.
Yeah, so I checked in with City Shoreline coordinator, and we talked about the difference between their plan and they have a climate action plan. A big part of their plan is like engaging the community, in ways that get the community to change behavior. And ours is more, I'm envisioning it more as like an internal look at what we do. We're not necessarily going to try to be like raising awareness in the community aside from, what they see that we do that ourselves. So we decided to not have them come to this meeting, but they are going to help do some research about like other fire departments that have this type of plan that they can find information on and share that with us. So I'm just kind of moving forward slowly. I don't think there's any urgency on the timing of how we proceed with this, but the other thing that I did want to talk about is just I would like to have some representation from like the firefighter ranks somewhere, at least a little bit of representation for this committee. And so I wanted to throw that out to the chiefs just as far as their thought on the best way to go about that.
How many people are thinking?
I mean, there's nothing exact. Right now we have like, I think 5 commissioners have volunteered to participate.
There's 4 of us.
I thought the minutes was.
Rod, myself, Rick Nye, and you.
And there was one more in the minutes.
No, and Chief kind of cut it off at 4.
Okay, so there's 4 commissioners. So I guess it'd be nice to have maybe, it would be really great to have some kind of representation from support services in some way, shape, or form, because any kind of change in operating mode that we do, they're going to help implement. And so it'd be nice to have some degree of representation for them. And then I feel like it would be nice to have some degree of representation from the, line personnel, whoever might be interested. I mean, I can kind of think from when I was working in the fire department of some individuals who might be interested, but I didn't think it was appropriate for me to reach out directly to recruit them to a committee. So I wanted to go through you guys to, find out if you had any thoughts on like the appropriate process. And then also, I would assume that we would authorize those individuals if they're attending meetings on behalf of this department committee, that they're getting paid overtime for that. So I wanted to discuss that as well.
Ouch.
In the grand scheme of overtime, this is probably a speck. But so did you have any thoughts on that?
No, I think if I would obviously be excited to help. If we wanted to talk offline just to get clarity on your vision, I could see what it looks like to put a group of people together. I know we have people who are interested in climate.
Okay, why don't you and I discuss that?
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna suggest the same thing. Why don't we meet, just the small group of us, figure out what direction we're gonna go, and then add on from there.
Sure, we could do that as well. Yeah.
Okay.
So maybe,
Commissioner Admin,
yeah.
I'm happy to. You and I have met about this before. I'm happy to be that representative from support services, and I could run with this with you to kind of assist that vision in place of Chief Worm, since you and I have already got some traction kind of through meeting and conversation about this, and this would be that kind of next step of committee formation and so forth. So DC Orms, I'm happy to step into that partnership with Commissioner Admin and go from there if you both are agreeable to that.
Yeah, it sounds great.
Yeah, if that's okay. And then I'll schedule an initial meeting where we kind of just sort of talk about scope, direction, that type of thing, and what our next steps would be. And maybe I can try to. I'd like to have some research done ahead about what other fire departments are doing.
No harm in that.
Yeah,
It gives us direction instead of just
making
sitting
it up
around the
ourselves.
table and playing cards.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll work on communicating with Chief Oakstein about maybe recruiting a firefighter or 2, and then also I'll look at setting up an initial meeting where we could just kind of determine scope and direction.
Yeah. Perfect. Okay. New business. Service contract with Lions Total Care, Chief.
Yeah, thank you. Sorry if this is too robotic, but I want to make sure I get clarity out there, and so I've got some talking points here. But I'm gonna brief you tonight on an unbudgeted cost that's related to turnout gear maintenance compliance. In September, we had some firefighters attend a conference where they learned about a new NFPA standard. Unfortunately, that aligned with our budgetary process, and so we didn't learn about this until after the budget had been formulated. What we've learned is that there are new annual comprehensive testing requirements as set out by NFPA. We currently do not have qualified personnel that can complete the new annual comprehensive tests. So basically we have two options. We have the option to build internal capability, training, certifying, buying the equipment for our people to do our testing, or we can outsource to a qualified provider. We've done some investigations, and our proposal is going to be that we sign on to something called Lion Total Care. It's a service contract. It's full service, so it provides pickup, delivery, annual comprehensive testing, cleaning with ozone, which I'm not totally familiar with all the new cleaning methods, but it is a more advanced level of cleaning than we do here with our extractors. All inspection and repairs, tracking and reporting, and the contract that we'll bring to you is for 350 sets of bunker gear. It basically covers everything but replacement of bunker gear. What this will do financially is we budgeted about $15,000 for overtime for our PPE folks to do the inspection and maintenance. We will be probably needing a lot less of that, but the new service contract is in the neighborhood of $65,000. So it's a substantial unbudgeted increase.
How much is it per set of gear per year? Or how is it priced out?
That's a great question. I think they have, if I remember correctly, they have tiers, and our tier is at that $65,000 range.
Like how many sets of turnout gears
Three.
are there in our department?
350 is
350 sets of turnout gears will we have.
No, they're doing biannual.
It may just,
That's what we're doing, yeah. We're buying, just be packaging up and pick it up at the station.
Do you have the same thing?
it's
Something similar.
the cleaning for us is a la carte with this service.
What's the cost of a new set of turnout gear?
That's
You haven't gone through the batches lately, have you, Eric?
Not in that detail.
yeah, that's a
Do you
great.
know what it is, Kim?
It's expensive. Yeah, well, every time we get new firefighters,
Uh-huh.
new recruits come in,
Yeah,
they get new bunker gear, they get new uniforms, oh my.
I don't have an answer to that.
but it's not cheaper to just buy new gear every year.
I don't think so.
Chief, have you investigated the cost to buy the equipment, train your internal personnel to do that work?
No, I think the scale, especially the ozone cleaning, the facility where these are being done, like the machine itself, it's a different animal. It's not as simple. It's just like a more advanced extractor.
But I'm wondering about the more advanced testing and inspection process, and maybe once every other year or something goes out for the ozone testing, but just because we do all of that internally and then send it out for special cleaning as needed.
Kirkland does.
Right, yeah, so we have equipment, we've trained personnel, and it's all internal. And so the turnaround time is really, really nice.
And that's compliant with the 25 standard.
That's a good question. It was compliant with the previous standard.
And
More than compliant with the previous, like, it was a pretty robust program, so, yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah, I mean,
Maybe, just to follow up on his question, maybe if you could research that, it just seems like, because, another thing would be, I mean, depending on the cost of the equipment and so on, if we could do it for the same or less in-house, I mean, that's also, if there's more, even if the overtime went up, that'd be more money in the pockets of our firefighters as opposed to outsourcing it to wherever.
And the ozone cleaning is important when there's an exposure, but unless there's a reason to clean it that way, it's an unneeded expense.
Yeah, our gear gets washed, especially being on the medic unit. Like I might see one fire every 2 years when my gear gets washed 6 times. And that when it gets shipped off washed, not just a car extractor.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of unnecessary thing that happens with it.
What's the adoption date on that? Is it just adopted the first of this year, or is there a time, is there a grace period? I can't imagine every fire department in the country is gonna jump on that and have it ready by March 1st.
let me get an answer for you.
And that's just, it's a tremendous amount of expense for departments, especially, smaller departments.
Yeah,
I just can't imagine they're
We're
demanding that
6
that has
stations.
to happen
Yeah.
tomorrow.
RFA's 5
But plus the ALS program.
plus so probably about the same number of personnel. Sean might have a few more. Yeah.
See the cost.
Cool. It would be close.
Yeah, it'd be interesting if you, I don't know if you can find
Yeah.
out from Kirkland or you can find out from Kirkland. Cost.
How soon does this program have to go into effect? It's probably already a requirement.
Yeah, my understanding is that the NFPA standard went into effect this year, so.
This year.
a lot of changes. Yeah, and that, yeah, you mentioned it.
But I will get an answer to, I heard 3 questions. What's the cost to certify our own personnel to do the work? And then when is the adoption date of the standard? Is there a grace period? I guess 2 questions. So did I miss one?
How much does Kirkland pay to do the same thing?
What is the new NFPA standard? Do you know the number?
1850.
1850.
And we found out about this through firefighters attending a
class on bunker. Our people who do our bunker gear inspections and cleaning went to a class.
so there's no announcement about things like this ahead of time?
The NFPA has subscriber emails, but yeah, they're
No alert.
That's a huge expense
Yeah,
for departments across the country.
So we're still gonna use our own bunker gear, cleaning extractors daily or whatever.
yeah for
We gotta send these out every 6 months.
No, this is not, the cleaning is not every 6 months. The cleaning is as needed. It's the annual testing that's driving the cost. The annual comprehensive testing.
Testing of all the equipment. Were we testing before?
We were inspecting, which is apparently very different than what's required.
I think volunteer departments should take a look at that.
Yeah, so like the NFPA standards are, departments voluntarily comply with the NFPA standard. But if something goes wrong and you're not in compliance, then you have no.
Yeah, I think the other end of it is if, let's say, we get 200 members that get exposed to some sort of carcinogen and they come down with cancer and they say, you guys didn't put forth the steps to get rid of these carcinogens in our bunker gear now for the last 2 years. So now you have this liability of lawsuit paying of that. So it's definitely something, we need to hear properly,
sure we took steps.
just maybe not excessively.
Or maybe if we can do it properly in-house,
That's just a huge
I'm
amount.
just surprised there
And
was.
the WAC does reference, the 2008 edition of the standard, so it might just be a matter of time.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, I will get answers to those questions.
Okay. Moving on then to projected agendas.
So I have something here, which is it, on our next meeting, I have had, something come up and I'm gonna miss that meeting. So I reached out to, and there's a couple people who are gonna miss that meeting, including Commissioner Fisher, Commissioner Pratt. So I reached out to Commissioner Webster to see if he would be able to chair the meeting. He said he would. And I will be absent for that meeting, and I may possibly zoom in.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but yeah, I was just looking at how many people
We're
are
not
gonna
gonna have a
One,
quorum.
2, 3.
so we're gonna have to
4, 5.
cancel
We'll be
the,
able to zoom.
we're gonna have to. In Mexico.
You can zoom in, though?
I can zoom.
Okay, so we gotta have,
Guaranteed,
we have to have 6, right? Is that correct?
yeah,
So,
That'll leave 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 out, so one more we will not.
On the 19th.
Yeah,
Well,
Check
who's-
with Harris, because I think Harris was out too, did you get out?
Fisher,
Pratt.
Harris,
And I was too.
Pratt, Nye, and admin.
Oh yeah, 9, you're right.
My calendar showed a meeting on the 12th, which is next Thursday. Is that just a user error on my
March,
part?
March
March 12th.
March 12th was,
The joint.
thank you, with water board.
Yeah, water district. meeting.
Yeah, I don't know.
Here at 61, right?
and
Yeah.
that's not gonna be Zoom.
I have no idea. If it's here, it might be Zoom.
Zoom is available, but
I will,
everyone's gonna be.
I'll be in Palm Springs, so that one,
It's not a
it's not,
mandatory meeting,
okay.
no.
Let's see,
It's interesting.
We
Last year.
canceled our March 5th meeting, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
Yes.
So could we move our meeting to February 26th and cancel the 19th? Would that accommodate people?
Thursday. That would work for me.
What date was that?
Thursday, February 26th.
Yeah, I think she's gonna have a tea.
I guess you might wanna check with chief.
David, would,
I'm good.
okay,
I'm good.
I'm not gonna be here next meeting though, definitely.
right, I've got that written down.
Okay.
So the decision now is.
That sounds good.
So we ought to try to
for one number 26.
I think
February
so.
26th.
That seems like a lot more time.
Reschedule the February 19th meeting,
Yep,
both.
to February
North
19th.
Shore.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
And you wanna keep North Shore on and not cancel, okay?
Well, I mean, unless, I don't know if we have any business that we have to
We
discuss.
don't have a business, but we still have to meet by,
You don't have to.
we don't have to. I
You
think
can
we just.
cancel and.
Yeah, we
you
can
do
cancel.
minutes Next time.
Yeah, we can cancel the North Shore one
Cancel North Shore,
and,
February 26th special meeting.
move to February 26th. And so just noting that when you change it to the special meeting, you are set on that agenda.
Right.
Like there's no, cannot do consideration.
So we're doing 5,
Okay.
19, and 26.
February
Okay.
19th.
No, we're
19th
not
is
doing
out.
we're not doing the 19th, Rob.
so we're canceling the 19th
Okay,
and doing
gotcha.
the 26th, and
Gotcha.
which kind of actually makes sense since March
Okay,
5th was
I can do
canceled
that.
anyways. It kind of spaces things out.
That's fine with me. Is anybody gonna need an excused absence or virtual for the February 26th meeting? Everybody good?
Good.
For the March 19th, I'll be.
No, we're not doing, oh, March 19th. Okay. Virtual, all right. May 16th is the appreciation banquet. North City Water District meeting is March 12th. Again, not mandatory if you're here. What else?
But you have to have your quorum, right?
I don't think so. We're not
Special
making,
meeting.
we're not making any decisions or anything,
Okay, okay.
just sharing information. So, yeah. All right, anything else? 6:06, meeting adjourned.
Yay.
Hey, that was recorded.
We all heard that, David.
We don't have